Alright, what's going on YouTube? Chevy Husker guy here. Obviously I'm not on the Hammer anymore. In fact, I sold that. Had to take care of some medical stuff. But I picked up this 2006 KLR650. Only got 1,900 miles on it. It's got a little bit of, it's been off-road a little bit, so it's got some scratches on the plastics. Nothing big, but it's got some nice protection already on it. I got some more things I want to do. But yeah, just wanted to get it so I could, go out and explore a little bit. It's not real fast, obviously. It's a KLR, but it's a good time just to get out and explore Middle Georgia and hopefully more than that. So let's take it for a little ride here. One bad thing about being short. All right. I just wanted to be able to get out and, just goof around a little bit without having to be going crazy fast. Kind of new to dirt, so I'm nothing too crazy. I'm not real fast. Hoping to kind of build up off-road ability. Watching that Everride channel so stinking much and seeing, just you can get out and do some adventure on a pretty good budget. So that's what I need to do. You gotta tighten up some things. Sometimes you gotta figure out ways to get out and still scratch that motorcycle itch, and for less money. See, modern, like the newer cotton pickers, they leave these bales like this. In case any of you guys are unfamiliar with cotton. They bale it, whereas the older style cotton pickers, you actually brought it and dumped it into what's called a module builder, which is basically, it looked like a trailer, and it packed it. You pack these big rectangles. There's nothing holding those together. It's just pure compaction. But it took a lot more people to do that, and the pickers move slower, so it's a less efficient. But where a new roller picker is about $1 million. There's still some farmers that they can't just pull that trigger quite yet. But yeah, definitely. I'd definitely say there's a big difference between riding. From what I've experienced, like, I'm running right now 30 mile an hour, and it is like a sense of I don't know if it's exhilaration, but yeah, there's just a sense of fun and excitement. It's the same as barreling down the highway at like 75 on the sport bike or on the Bandit, which wasn't really a sport bike, but sport standard or whatever. And so that's cool. And just again, I know I'm getting this bike kind of as a litmus test too. Like I said, finances played into it. Super affordable. They get good gas mileage. Super cheap to work on. Parts are cheap. But also, I've always been interested in the adventure riding. And I really wanted to get a KLR because it is kind of that middle of the road deal. And if I decide, hey, I really want to hit harder roads and get into some technical stuff, then I'll know that I need to upgrade to a smaller bike though. Move into a 400 or maybe even just go pure enduro and just trailer bikes to trails. Or if I decide, hey, like this kind of road right here is about as hard as I want to do off-road wise, and I'd really kind of prefer to, get more of something that's better on-road. Well, then I can start looking at those true adventure bikes, whether it be a V-Strum, Africa Twin if I want to stay fairly close to this and a capability to have better on-road, or go with like a Triumph Explorer that is, 80% on-road, and, it'll handle this, but it's going to be, it's going to be a bear. So that's kind of just, like I said, that's some of the things I was looking at and wanting to find out. So I do like getting the back end swirly though. This has got really pretty much just like, they're an 80/20 tire they say on it. It's pretty much a road tire, so I don't have a whole lot of grip even in this hard pack. But I'm gonna wear them out, and then I'll probably put on some DOT approved knobbies. Still, I don't want to go so aggressive I can't highway it, because I do want to ride up to a couple hours north and get up in the mountain or the Georgia mountains a little bit. But I want to be I want to be able to, if it's muddy or sandy, to keep on rolling. But again, right now, I think the tires are my limiting factor, because I have so little experience off-road that I am the limiting factor. So I'll have to definitely, keep riding off-road, and just slowly work my way up. I'm too old to be falling down all the time. But, so, I can definitely see, though, like, how you feel more in control, like, standing up, and, than you do, like, sitting down. You always see, like, people are, when you're off-road, ride stand up, and I never figured it out. But you do have definitely way more control of the bike. Like, my hands aren't really even gripping the handlebars very much. I'm just kind of lightly rested on it, and I just got my knees squeezed up against the tank, and just kind of, I just push it side to side with my knees to go. It's really, like, almost intuitive. I mean, I guess we always used to do that as kids, riding on our bikes. You'd do that. But it's this KLR, for being an 11-year-old motorcycle, and I know they haven't really changed outside of, they got that bigger fairing on them now. But it's just, it's not, like I said, it's just, I like it. I actually like it so far. It's just, it's very stable, I guess would be the word I feel. Like I said, I know it's not fast. I ain't going to loop it. It's not going to rip down a road. And that's stuff that I'm probably eventually going to want to do. Well, I don't want to loop it, but, I want to have that power. But for being new, like, just the stability of it's kind of nice. And, I understand why they have that. I kind of starting to see why people, like, love them so much, because it is, it's a very comfortable bike. And I also understand why people hate on them so much, because it's not going to blow you away with, performance or anything like that. I think this is going to take me back up to where this is that stop sign. Okay. But, I'm not nervous. And, I'm definitely liking this. So I understand why, as you build your confidence and your abilities, how you see stuff like people climbing these crazy mountains and stuff, like, you're like, that would be awesome. I can see that. I also am starting to build my kit to do a little camping off the bike. Just, ride up in the mountains and camp for a night, and that kind of stuff. Just, you don't have to learn to balance everything, with, between work, family, and passion of riding and seeking adventure. Like, finding that balance can be rough, because if you can't stifle any of the three parts, because if all you do is work, obviously your family's going to suffer, and you're going to be miserable all the time, because you're letting your family down, because you're not spending time with them, but you're also not, like, fulfilling any of your, like, stuff. And if all you do is spend time with your family, and you don't work or don't fulfill, like, pursuit of your passions, you become resentful for not following your passions, but also you become poor for not working. And then obviously, if all you do is fulfill your passion, like, your family, you're letting them down, you're not being the father or husband you need to be, and then you're going poor. And so you got to find that balance. And unfortunately, probably the smallest portion of the three, at least for me right now, is going to be chasing my passions, because I just don't have the money or the time. Farming takes a lot of time, and I understand that, but I mean, it is what it is. And my family, what little time I have, I want to give them the most of it. So fulfilling my passions is got to take a third, but I still got to do it so I don't become, like, resentful in life and stuff. And in case you're wondering, like, if you ever see me, like, just pull down, like, man, he's just riding on somebody's property. Most of the farmland I'm in right now that I'm riding, like I said, I'm riding areas I know, is the farm that I'm employed with, and so I know I'm okay to ride it. I mean, it's not open to the public, but I'm okay. So don't think that I'm like out trespassing. Like, I've got permission. So, but yeah, like this road here, they just put in. I haven't been down it since they put it in, but it runs back to some newer farmland that we just acquired, and there's a lake back there. So I was like, hey, let's go run down and we'll check that out real quick. And of course, if you live in, like, downtown LA and there's nothing dirt-wise to ride to anywhere close to you, I understand that, and that's gonna be different. But if you do live semi-close to some, little bit of some trails or some hills or even just dirt roads, Like, go find yourself, like, you go on you go on Craigslist or whatever, you can find, like, so many Garage Queen dual sports. You know, the guys bought them, they took them out, they probably ran them one summer, so they're going to have a little scratches on them, and then they've sat, and as long as they have, like, they've at least kept the fluid changes up and that kind of stuff, you're okay. Or you might even find some dual sports that seem like a little higher mile, like they're like 9,000 miles on them, but they're all highway. Like they just use them in town as a commuter bike. They didn't actually use the dual purpose of them, which is fine. But they're cheap. You can pick them up cheap. Like I've seen a bunch of KLR650s, which I actually even looked at instead of getting the 650 for like $1,800. You know, and yeah, it's carbureted, it's old. You're probably gonna have to, you know, tinker on it, but it's a simple motor, it's easy to do. But you can go out and just test the waters of dual sport, and you might decide, hey, I don't want to do this, and then that's fine. But you know, but you also might, oh, what's back there? Oh, just woods. But then you also might be like, hey, this is awesome, and then you can, you know, upgrade to a better bike if you want to. But I would keep that. You know, one is never really going to go, like, it's kind of values on these, on like a 10-year-old dual sport pretty much is like where it's going to be. They're not going to decrease real drastically. And, but you can, like, you know, like if I get a newer one, like I said, I'm loving this. If I say I decide, hey, you know what, like I really like this, I just basically want to go with another KLR, but a new one, you know, a newer one down the road. And I'm not going to sell this one. I think I'll just keep it. That way when, like, friends are over, I can be like, hey, let's go ride around a little bit, you know? And it's such a simple bike to ride. Yeah, we're just going to shoot across here. Another irrigation pond stocked with fish. I'm surprised there's one guy out fishing. This is usually fairly well packed out here. So
yeah, what is it? And down here.
sorry, kind of. Like I said, I'm new. I get anything that's not perfectly smooth, I get concentrating probably harder than needs be. But like I said, I'm basically still, like, I haven't ordered all my gear. I still got the sport bike helmet on. I got my AGV Skyline, and I'm still wearing the same mesh I had, same riding pants, which I guess is better than nothing. But they don't breathe real well, so it is definitely hot. Ooh, sliding it back in there. Sweet. Yeah, so anyways, we, like, this is the stuff here that we just got. Ugh. So we are, they are in the process of piping in Lagoon water from the dairy. So that's what all this construction is here. Oh, planted that and they messed it up. Nice. Hopefully there's room for me to get around here. Yeah. So, got winter wheat planted in there. Oh yeah, this is, you build an idea in your head of what you want, like what you think it's going to be like. Like, you know, I had this, like I said, I've been looking at KLRs for a long time. Like, I actually looked at them before I bought my Bandit, and I was like, I want that power on the road. And I'm not going to miss that. Like, if I had the money to keep the Hammer and then pick up this bike, which I'm going to lovingly call Max, by the way, because I have a feeling by the time I'm done with it, it's going to look like something more out of Mad Max than an actual KLR. But when I got, you know, I almost got a KLR back then before I got the Hammer, and I kept building in my mind what it was going to be like, just to even, like I said, not even do like crazy adventure quote unquote riding, but to just go out and ride around, you know, these roads out here. And this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like, it's just fun, you know, it's just fun. I'm enjoying it. because I don't have to go real far from home. I can just go out here and goof around, and then on the times I do want to go farther away, like I can do that too. So I'm really recommend trying it out. Like it's, I don't know, just going down this road, which is, a hard packed clay road, which, I mean, really my Bandit probably could have gone down this. But it's just fun. But anyways, well guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. So I just want to introduce you to the new bike, the Max. And yeah, we'll have some more videos in the future, and I hope you guys have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Peace out.